And we are live. How's it going, guys? Today is a special treat for those of you who've been following the tournament. It is the first round of losers bracket, meaning that the players who lose this time will actually be out of the tourney. So stakes are high. I expect people to do their absolute best to get that sick time this time, because we've seen some 56 times from, I think, Pseudo. No, wait, no, Pseudo. And this was Nick and Fujo so far.
Fujo definitely did a 56.
Yeah.
And I think Nick did as well.
So we have some strong players in the losers bracket already, including Pseudo and Jean. Both are strong players in the tourney, so it's not easy to stay in at this point.
Yeah, but, we got Jeff coming up later too.
Yeah,
he's a pretty strong player.
Very true. But yeah, I think we are just gonna start. So I'll give you guys the countdown, and you can start your run. So in 3, 2, 1, and good luck, guys.
Good luck to both runners.
And I am just gonna move us onto the right channel here. One second. There we go. And the runners are live.
Yeah, here they go. I think we're going to see a difference in routes almost right away. Jean does not usually go for cart soul.
Yeah, it's not a big deal to not go for the cart soul. It's only like, if I don't know the exact
If you get it on the first try, it's about 2 seconds faster.
Yeah.
Along with, it's a little safer at Malentia.
It's a convenience factor at Malentia for sure, especially if you have the holo really close, which you almost always do. Just the holo outside the room in Scholar is much more aggressive than in vanilla.
Yes, and Pseudo got it on the second try. So it looks like he's a little bit behind Jean, but he's going to make a bunch of that time up later.
Yeah, so they're basically neck and neck still because of the difference in routing.
Yeah, it's very close.
So both players here started with the Bandit class and a Bonfire Ascetic. The Bonfire Ascetics are very important for this route because you will be using them to fight the Rotten multiple times. There's 2 ways you can get past Shrine of Winter in Dark Souls 2. It's either by killing the four main bosses in each area, or you can amass 1 million souls into a mechanic called Soul Memory, which the players will be doing by killing the Rotten 4 times, and some other bosses as well.
Yeah, the other bosses are basically all with the intention of acquiring more Bonfire Ascetics to fight more Rottens, and also near one of the Bonfire Ascetics is enough materials to get +10 for your weapon.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be getting +10 in this route, which is, I think, one of the only any % routes in any Souls game that gets +10.
Yeah, that's a pretty significant difference from Vanilla to Scholar, because they've added more resources in the Brightstone Cove, which just make quite a difference for getting +10 in Scholar, versus in Vanilla you would just skip it and go for the Keyblade at the end.
Yeah, it's interesting. In Scholar, the hardest material to acquire is actually the large Titanite shards. They added so many Titanite chunks to Brightstone Cove that it's very easy to get 6 Titanite chunks.
Yeah, in Vanilla at least you can get the 3 chunks on the slab on the way to Drang Lake. Unfortunately, that is after you've done all the Rotten fights, so at that point it's questionable whether you would want to go back for the extra upgrades, even if you somehow could get like the extra resources.
Yeah, it's about a 30-second investment to upgrade your weapon, and the question is, do you save enough hits to save the 30 seconds, or is it faster to just use Keyblade, right?
Yeah. Okay,
both guys are coming up on Cardinal Tower. This is, one of the more reset-heavy parts of the run. Honestly, the first, I would say, 11 minutes or so of this run are incredibly reset-heavy.
Neither getting the perfect ladder there, so they're still neck and neck.
Yeah, they're neck and neck here, yeah.
Difference is Jean has to pop the soul here, while Pseudo is able to use a life gem, and I think
Pseudo gets
Jean will have to heal as well. No, it's just no health.
He'll heal. I think he'll heal after the bonfire or after the bomb wall, because he takes much less damage from the bomb wall because he fell in the river. So he has the wet status, so he takes, I think, about 50% less damage than Pseudo does to that.
Yeah, I don't think it's quite that much, but it's enough for him to not die there for sure.
Yeah.
You take a bit less than half your health with the wet status.
Yeah, you can see that even though Pseudo had full health going into the bomb wall, they now have the same health.
Oh, Jean going for the drop again.
Jean's going to go for... He's,
Hope he
of
gets
course,
it this time.
He's
He
pretty
gets it,
consistent
nice.
at it. Nice, yeah. No
Yeah, unfortunately he
problem.
failed
So,
it in his previous
yeah,
race.
he had a run. He had a run in that last race. It was a tough one.
It's the only one I think so far to actually go for it in the races. So I'm glad he got it this time, showing off some flair.
It's a really cool trick. I'm glad he nailed it. It saves about 8 seconds if you have a good setup, so it's pretty significant.
Yeah, so as you can tell, he's already like further into the last Jean fight than Pseudo is. Even though it was pretty safe lining it up, it still saves a significant amount of time there. But
both runners having a really good last Giants though.
Yeah.
This is a really consistent boss as long as he doesn't jump. It's almost scripted. Both, I think Jean had a little bit of a rough cycle, it looks like, because he's only about 2 seconds ahead.
He had the back jump there, so he lost a little bit of time. He is still slightly ahead though, because they started, I think Jean started a bit late compared to Pseudo, so it's a couple seconds difference.
Yeah, but they're looking very, very close. We're off to fight Pursuer now. Hardest boss in the game.
Yeah, for sure. So one thing to mention as well, what they did on Last Giant there was using the Dark Sign to warp out just before you get the souls from the kill. That makes it so that the game actually removes sort of your souls beforehand, and then you get them during the loading of the back to the bonfire. So you end up having 20 souls, even though you sort of discarded everything.
It's not a especially tight trick, but you can miss it if you accidentally swing the hand axe one too many times. You don't have time anymore.
It's very dependent on the ADP as well. So since you have solo and the ADP with Bandit class, that gives you slightly slower animations for a lot of things. So especially using the Dark Sign, so you have less time after doing an attack to finish the animation.
Yeah, between that and the other thing is the hand axe has a much longer swing animation than a lot of weapons. With the Bandit class and the hand axe, it's actually not possible to Dark Sign too fast so that you don't get the souls. It is possible with the Rapier and higher ADP though. Okay, and now they're going to unlock the blacksmith here, and they're going to buy the weapon that they're going to use for the whole run. So they're going to use the soul here on the blacksmith so that they have enough souls to buy everything they need. And it's going to get a mace to kill some lizards and a rapier, and they're going to upgrade the rapier to +3. And then we're off to see our good friend Moglin, who doesn't survive almost any Dark Souls 2 runs.
Yeah, poor guy.
He drops a set of armor that's very useful. It gives about 25% extra souls while you're wearing it. So very useful if you want to get over 1 million souls as fast as possible.
Oh damn, Pseudo going for the extra flare.
I think Jean's going to do it too. Nice. Swag jumps.
Probably doesn't really save that much with the rolling animation, but it's good to
I think it saves about 0.2 seconds. Okay, so they're both going to buy skulls and homeward bones. And here we go down the pit. Pseudo made it down nice and easy. Jean also making it down. Oh, he landed on top though, but he's okay.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of a scary place to land. It's easy to fall off the rest of the way down if you're not careful.
You have to be really careful about how you get off that ledge, because you really don't want to launch off too far. Some
Yeah,
players
if you
will hit the wall with a weapon or something to like be extra safe that you're not going too far backwards. But
yeah, if you hit the wall, you'll bounce back and fall off. But if you backstep or roll, you will
you
definitely
will
fall to
die.
your death. Now we're gonna see Pseudo here grab a Fragrant Branch of Yore. I doubt he'll go for Jeff Jump, but you
Yeah.
never know. He took the bonfire. Maybe he'll do it. No, he didn't do it.
John also took the bonfire, but I am doubting. At this point, I'm doubting
Yeah.
anyone will go for it. Unless they have an
I
especially
wish.
rough start, they might do it to sort of recoup a bit of the time loss. But so far, pretty good starts from both players. So I don't
Yeah,
think
very
they have.
very clean so far.
They see the
No
need
no
to
real
go out of
mistakes
their
for
way.
either. You can definitely see the skill that got Pseudo that world record, given that he was behind at the start and he's pulled ahead pretty significantly.
Yeah, saved quite a bit of time, honestly, with the drop down to the gutter.
Yes, yeah, definitely. Jean not far behind though. Okay, we're heading into the Black Gulch now. This is going to be our home away from home for the next little while.
So
I remember entering this area casually.
Yeah, both players are using the Bright Bug before entering the Gulch. The reason for that is you'll always get invaded, either by Forlorn or by Woodland Child. I think there's two of them. But when you're invaded, you cannot use certain items, Bright Bugs being one of them, another significant one being Homeward Bones. So they have to use them early to have the effect when going into the Rotten fight.
It is technically faster to use the Bright Bug after your first stamina bar inside the Black Gulch, but if you get invaded by the Rotten, or by Forlorn, there's a chance of locking it out. Because the Woodland Childs never invade you until you're in the second half of the Black Gulch.
Yeah.
But Rotten invade triggers around the first bonfire.
Yeah, Forlorn has...
Not Rotten, Forlorn.
Yeah, I think does it always activate at the same time? Because it has two spots, right, he can spawn in.
I think it activates at the same time for both.
Yeah, okay.
But there's good Forlorn and there's bad Forlorn. So you see both runners are going to try to break the arm off of the Rotten. It makes the fight much safer. You can see Pseudo was able to do it quite quickly. Jean just managed to do it.
Yeah, very good fight here from Pseudo.
Pseudo had a very clean fight. Jean's fight is going pretty well also.
Will Pseudo do the Ascetic Warp? I doubt it.
No, he didn't. The Ascetic Warp is very scary. If you miss it, it's like a complete showstopper.
I'm sure Lichman is fuming in the chat now since he's been doing Ascetic Warp for years at this point. But yeah, if you're not a keyboard player, it's definitely more something to get used to because you have to be pretty fast. And I feel like the easiest way to do it is with the keyboard inputs. With the controller, I think you have to be an absolute god masher to do that.
Yeah, and if you miss the inputs, it eats your Ascetic, but you don't get a new Rotten, so it completely kills the run. Alright, so Pseudo just bought another Fragrant Branch of Yore, so you pick up a total of 3 in this run. He has acquired all of them that he's going to need, and he's on his way to fight Najka. Jean right behind him. So we're going to see, I think both of these runners are going to do early RTSR. So we're going to see them both set up RTSR in this room coming up here.
Did Sean actually do that last time? I guess he did.
He always does, yeah. He doesn't like learning new strats just for races, so he basically just plays the game normal with an extra bonfire or two. So earlier on, both runners actually bought extra Homeward Bones so they could skip that bone pickup. And there's Pseudo setting up his RTSR by rolling into that barrel. John's about to do the same thing. then they use the rotten soul up here so that they have enough souls to buy everything they need. They're going to buy a claymore, and they're going to buy gold pine resins to buff their weapons with. The claymore we're going to use on a boss a little later. Pseudo's coming up on the Ruined Fork Road bonfire. We're going to warp back here. We need to come back here twice more. We go down all 3 of the paths that come off of this road. So Pseudo right now, he's running out to grab the red tier stone ring, and then he's gonna head back towards Najka.
Hopefully no monkey business here.
Yeah, hopefully everybody's nice to him. You can get interrupted out of your homeward bound animation here. It's pretty annoying.
Seems like good monkey positions here, so it's fine.
Yeah, looks pretty
John
safe.
actually chose to kill one
John
of the monkeys.
killed one. Yeah. So now Pseudo is heading into Shaded Woods.
I'm
He's
guessing
gonna
it's
stop
always
by-
the right monkey then. That's just the issue.
I guess,
They
yeah.
killed that one specifically.
I know he was talking about a way to make it safer by killing one. So both runners are heading to Vengarl now. Vengarl is the guy who sells the claymore, and he also sells the gold pine resins. So they shoot that tree with their bow because it makes noise and it attracts the enemies. And oh no, Jean got a forlorn.
Oh no! Shit.
This is one of the better forlorns you can get. As long as you're menuing as fast, you finish
Yeah.
buying everything before he even gets to you. But
So he
if
has
you're-
his camera
if you
tilted
have-
there to make sure the forlorn is.
yeah,
there
if
it
your
is.
if your menuing is slow,
Oh,
here he comes.
Missed the input there.
Oh no. Okay, he's okay.
Well,
that was
how
perfect
now I can
RTSR.
skip the setup for Nachka. Good one.
Perfect
Has
RTSR.
to be a bit
Let's
careful
go.
there to not get shot in the forest though, because that will kill it itself.
Yes. So he's at a pretty scary health right now, but I think he's going to be okay. He hits the tree there to draw the enemies away, try to make it a little safer for himself.
Yeah.
So they're going up. They open this chest to grab the Chloranthy ring, which increases your stamina regeneration by 20%. It's
I'm so
very
nervous
useful to
about a
grab.
bolt just coming in from the left now.
Oh, I know, it's terrifying.
I don't know if
All
they
right, now
changed their positions in Scholar, but
They're
still a lot
everywhere
of
in
them.
Scholar.
Yeah.
I remember I cleared it out one time I was trying to find something in there, and there's like 15 of them. It's awful.
Alright, so
Alright,
since
so they're
John's
both-
already in RTSR range, Pseudo will do a setup inside the fight by
Yeah, he's
eating
gonna-
the first
he's gonna-
soul spear here.
Yeah, he's gonna tank a soul spear here to put himself in RTSR range, and he uses it to cancel his resin animation as well. The Nashka is a very RNG dependent fight. Pseudo gets a really good first attack.
Actually a downside, I guess, for Sean. Or he's gonna do the stab and then
I think
apply the
he'll
resin,
stab
yeah.
and then buff while she's under, yeah.
Still loses a tiny bit of damage from that. I don't know if it matters for the amount of hits though.
I'm not sure. That's the best attack that Jean got there. That first
Yep,
attack is the
very
best
good.
one. Lets you empty 2 stamina bars.
He only needs one more attack and he got the same one. So he is very
Perfect. Perfect RNG. Pseudo had a jump and the boss kind of messed around with him a little bit, but he handled it really well.
So
Alright,
still
now
two
we're-
very clean runs here, and they are really close to each other still.
So you'll notice that Pseudo healed after the boss fight. It's because he does not like doing Magus and Congregation in RTSR.
Yeah, and even without it, last race, Pseudo
Yeah.
had a very bad time with Congregation, and since he,
He
didn't
did.
catch an extra bonfire then, that was like a almost 4-minute time loss, I think.
Yes, so Pseudo just killed the lizard in the waterfall, so that's the start of getting the materials for the +10 weapon. So he gives you 3 large Titanite shards. We're going to collect 3 more large Titanites, 6 chunks, and a Titanite slab before we're done here. So Jean coming in to kill the waterfall lizard as well. No problem. There's a pseudo grabbing the bonfire. So he skipped that bonfire last time, and when he died, it took him all the way back to Ruin Fork Road before the Shaded Woods.
Yeah.
So it's a very, very long run back.
That's essentially the longest run back you can get in this route with the bonfires everyone taking.
I think the only one that's longer would be maybe a late game death if you took no bonfires since the castle.
Yeah, but that is absolutely that's asking for trouble, I think. In a race.
Yeah. In a race, you got to take a couple. Okay, so Pseudo is about to walk into Prowling Magus and Congregation. Casually, it's probably the easiest boss in the game.
If Jean gets a good fight here, it's probably gonna even out, I think, or very close to it.
RTSR makes a really big difference on this fight. But even though I think this boss is the easiest casually, it's one of the hardest in the speedrun, especially with RTSR. It's very RNG dependent. Pseudo's having a pretty good fight so far. He took one hit, but that's okay. Very, very good RNG on those guys grouping up. He was able to clean out most of them very easily. Jean's killed both priests. It's just killing the big guy here, and then he's going to do some cleanup as well. Very clean fight from Jean.
Oh, there's one left there. Okay, there we go.
Oh, I didn't see the one behind him there. Yeah, still pretty good. I think he made up quite a bit of time on Pseudo there, but Pseudo's fight was really quite good as well.
Grabbing the ascetic here, which is a second of 3 you will need for the run. That was kind of a sketchy angle for the lizard, but it hit. Some runners would like to lock on to be safe on the run up to that lizard jump there, but
yeah, it's much easier to lock on.
Oh no, Jean getting the bonk there.
Oh
on
no,
the
Jean
lizard.
missed
That
it.
is bad.
Oh, that's bad. Okay, there are backups to that, but that's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, it takes quite a bit of time to get the extra large charge you need now in Bastille.
Yeah, and he has two options. He can either fight Sentinels with a low plus weapon, or he can go visit Macduff before he fights Sentinels.
Yeah.
So we'll see what he decides to do. He can also pick up the shards in Lost Bastille and just fight with a +3.
Yeah.
It's much harder though. Looks like he's gonna go to Bastille right away instead of upgrading.
Yeah, so he's probably going for Macduff then.
No, it looks like he's collecting the shards. He skipped the Dull Ember.
Okay, yeah. So he just skipped the minor upgrade there.
I think it looks like he's gonna fight Sentinels at +3, and then most likely he'll upgrade to +10 before fighting Rotten 2.
Yeah. Right, so that makes up for the lost shards, but again, he will lose some time on the fight against Sentinels.
Yeah, it becomes a bit of a scarier fight. The cycles and the amount of hits to beat them is all different.
Yeah.
Pseudo is at the top of the ladder. He's about to go into Ruin Sentinels. It's a really hard boss. Casually, it's a bit of a wall, but with the speed run coming in with the +10 weapon, it's really easy.
Yeah, it's all about like finding out how to get good damage on these guys because they have pretty high defenses for most sort of regular builds you would have in the game. So either having very good piercing or what do you call it? Like
You
using
can-
a club
you can
or
also
mace
tell,
or
like,
weapons like that.
this wing is, like, I think it's meant to be the first one you explore of the 4 Lord Souls,
Yeah.
and they did not expect you to have a +10 weapon coming into here.
For sure. Oh, it's actually doing the shield throw on Sean's side.
That's a rare attack.
Yeah.
But that's nice to see every now and then, but it's quite rare.
Yeah, I think it's like a soft fun video. I think the Rune Sentinels can actually deflect the shield throw with another attack. Looks quite insane.
Wow, I've never seen that.
I think I saw a video of them doing like a spinning attack and it hits the shield that was thrown the other way.
So Jean actually had a very good +3 Sentinels fight.
Yeah.
That was
Full
very
control
clean.
there.
That's a scary fight at +3, and he did a great job.
Oh yeah, you can
can
roll
lose
into the shields as well and deflect them. Right, I think I've seen that as well.
He's going to lose a little more time here because he's going to have to go upgrade, and Pseudo's already done that. Both going for the Jeff Bastille route.
Yeah,
Gonna try to make this jump.
here.
Both got the jump perfect. And then Pseudo just grabbed the last Bonfire Ascetic. So now he's off to fight the Rotten a few times, and then we can move on to the second half of the game.
Yeah, Sean still has some catching up to do here because Pseudo already has the +10 weapon here. Sean will need to take an extra trip to Majula to get that first.
Alright, so Pseudo's just entering the Rotten fight. You can see he intentionally got poisoned. That is to put himself into RTSR range. So with an interesting thing in Dark Souls 2 is that during boss cutscenes, the duration of poison ticks, but the damage doesn't. So that few frames of cutscene that you get when you start the boss fight is just enough that you'll survive a poison with the amount of vigor that we have. So if for whatever reason you die to this boss and you have to go in again, and there's no boss cutscene the second time, you actually can't use Red Tear Stone Ring because you won't be able to live.
Or if you do, you have to use the fire setup instead of poison.
Yeah, it's an alternate setup. Jean's just starting Rotten 2. Pseudo is just about to start Rotten 3. Pseudo actually hit a really good Rotten 2. It was very clean.
Yep.
Jean's Rotten 2 is going quite well, giving him alright attacks. That's a scary attack that he just did to Jean, though.
Oh, getting an explosion there as well.
Yeah, it's a little bit of bad RNG. Finished the fight, but he made it through.
Explosion is the worst attack you can get, basically, on... Well, it is the worst attack you can get on a Rotten fight, because you have to back off and let him finish it.
There's no way to roll it or avoid it in any way. You just need to back off, basically, or you'll die. Alright, now Jean's about to start Rotten 3 and Pseudo's about to start the final Rotten. So for this one he's going to use a Bright Bug as well. It's because the boss has so much health. Let's see how Rotten 3 goes for Jean. His Rotten 2 was pretty good. Gave him a couple of bad attacks, but everything went pretty well. Oh, grab opener. Not a good start. That's one of the worst. Yeah, that's one of the worst attacks too, because when he grabs, he gets hyper armor. He takes almost no damage until after his grab animation is complete. Then you can hit him. Jean is just getting abused by this rotten RNG.
Yeah, finally got the arm though.
Pseudo having a very clean Rotten 4, at least at the start here. Lots of very good attacks.
And Pseudo is done with the Rottens.
28:03 Rotten 4 is pretty fast.
Yeah, he's in a very good pace now.
Yeah, that's a very good pace, definitely, especially for a race.
You also heard he golden the rotten segment there. Or the Rotten 4. So yeah, we're not lying when we said that was clean. It's not just to make him look good, it was very good.
I think it looks like Jean may have forgotten to use the bright bug for Rotten 4
Yeah,
here.
he's not bright bugged.
But it's not, it just takes longer. It's not a difficult fight, it just takes a while longer.
Yeah, he used the bright bug on Sentinels.
Oh, that's... Oh, he probably doesn't have one, because that's how he
So
made that fight so
traded it.
easy.
Yeah, okay.
That makes sense. Good backup, actually. I didn't think of that.
Yeah,
That was kind
sort
of
of.
a
I like
scary roll,
noticed
but-
it in the corner of my eye and I forgot to mention it. But yeah, I did see that.
Okay, so Pseudo has done the final big level up. So you basically max out your strength and dexterity and your stamina, and then you get a little bit of extra health and a little bit of ADP to make rolling a little bit easier. And now Pseudo is off to Drangleic Castle. Now that he's got over 1 million souls, he can get past his Shrine of Winter. Jean is off to do his final level up. Jean's also on pretty good pace. Like, he's definitely still on a sub-hour pace.
Yeah, they're both doing very well here. It's hard to keep up with Pseudo when he's he's playing this well though. So
Yeah,
so props to Jean for still staying close, honestly.
Yeah, with Pseudo, like, if nothing goes wrong, he's hard to beat.
There are plenty of scary segments left. I'm not gonna name
yeah.
them because of caster scores, but
We
you guys
haven't,
know.
we haven't hit the scariest segments yet at all. Not even close. Jean's done his final level up. He's going to warp away here and head to the castle as well.
Alright, Pseudo
One
heading here
section.
to the Drangleic gate.
This is one of the scary sections mentioned.
Yep.
If you get a forlorn invasion here, can be really bad. It's much easier here in Scholar than Vanilla, which is not true of most areas. I think Pseudo's going to go for the safer door strat, though. It's a little bit slower, but it's much, much safer. So basically, he needs to kill an enemy next to each of these statues because it sends their souls into the statue, which activates them and they open the door.
Yeah, and here is using the last remaining soldier to set up RTSR for the Dragon Riders boss fight.
Perfect RTSR setup, and he's got plenty of time.
Even time for a gesture.
He's just going to hang out, wave at us while he waits for the door to open. A true showman. Jean is just coming out of the cave to the Drangleic Castle as well. So Pseudo is now going to make his way through the castle, which is another one of those areas that's pretty long. A death at the castle gate is one of the worst deaths you can take.
Yeah. And there's no bonfires you can grab on the way, even if you wanted to. It's a pretty long run back.
It's unfortunately just like a straight 2 or 3 minutes of running. So killed that guy to activate that door, so it opens the door. And now he's off to head to the Twin Dragon Riders boss fight. So there's Jean setting up his RTSR, letting the soldier hit him a couple of times. And you'll notice they've both equipped the bow in their left hands. That is for the Twin Dragon Riders fight. They're going to use the bow really quick.
So Pseudo chose to use one of the 2 remaining soldiers here for the Artistar setup, whereas Jean just baits out attacks until the door is open. You have to wait for the door regardless, so it doesn't really make much of a difference, but not a huge risk anyways.
The door is incredibly slow.
Yeah.
So Pseudo's entering Twin Dragon Rider's fight. So he's going to fire the bow at the guy up top there, which makes him walk forward and fall off. And his health is super low. He's going to die in 2 or 3 hits here. And then that just leaves it one-on-one with Dragon Rider. And with his +10, Gold Pine, and Red Tearstone Ring, he's just going to shred that guy's health bar. Very clean fight.
Yeah, another good fight from Pseudo. Hopefully Jean gets the same here. He is getting very close to the Dragon Rider's boss fight himself.
So Jean's going to grab the old Radiant Life Gems here, which Pseudo skips. It's technically not required, but they're so useful that basically every runner except Pseudo gets them.
They're so comfy. The soul as well, if you do need souls at some point to have like the backup 10k. Can be pretty comfy as well.
And the monastery charm that it comes with can be useful for healing on an elevator or something as well.
Yeah, often used in all bosses. After Mesa, for example, because it also removes the poison effect.
Yes. Okay, so Pseudo with clean mannequins. That's honestly one of the scariest moments in the run, is those mannequins. So it's the same as the gate. You have to bait the guy back so that you can kill him next to the statue to activate the elevator that'll let you move forward. And those guys do a lot of damage, and they combo, and if you're not careful, really easily you can die there.
Sean getting a pretty long block there from the remaining Dragon Rider.
Yeah, Pseudo just going to tank an arrow hit here to put himself back in Red Tearstone Ring range.
Shouldn't he maybe just have gone for no RTSR fight at that point? I don't know how big of a difference it is.
So it doesn't lose time in this segment as long as he makes it before the elevator finishes.
All right, yeah, that's true.
So he's just doing a little inventory cleanup here. So he doesn't need the soul armor anymore. He doesn't need any other weapons. He doesn't need the soul ring either.
Getting another wave here from Pseudo.
Yeah, he's getting another wave for us on the longest elevator of all time. Jean had a nice clean mannequin as well. He's on his way around to head to the elevator as well. So Pseudo is going to grab this key to the King's Passage out of this chest, and he's going to warp back to the bonfire. That's going to let him move forward to the next boss, Looking Glass Knight, who has an incredibly consistent strategy. As long as you do it right, it always works. Jean's also going to tank an arrow shot here, put himself in Red Tearstone Ring range. So let's see if Pseudo can get the consistent strat. It's an AI manip. As long as he does the right attacks, it's damage based. He has a cycle. So as long as he follows the shield here and doesn't get hit, and he hits him, I think it's 4 or 5 R1s, he'll continue to do the spinning shield attack over and over until he dies. So perfect Mirror Knight from Pseudo.
And simultaneous wave from Jean.
So Jean's just gonna grab the key to the King's Passage here, and he's gonna head to Mirror Knight himself, and hopefully he can get the consistent strat as well. Pseudo is now coming up on what is, without question, the scariest part of the run. So hope for good RNG. Hope for no forlorn.
So I imagine Pseudo here might only go for the first bonfire in Amana, but we'll see how.
He might get.
He
first
might
and
be
third.
watching the stream, so if he sees he's ahead, he might also choose to grab a second one.
I don't think he'll grab the second one. It's too
I
dangerous,
mean
but he
the
might
third.
grab the third one.
Yeah.
We'll see if he does RTSR at the end as well. Jean having so far a very clean Mirror Knight fight.
Very nice.
Yeah, perfect. No problem. There's Pseudo equipping the armor. The armor gives him enough poise that if he's opening a fog gate and he gets hit by magic, that he'll keep opening the fog gate.
And you have to equip the armor early because the poise actually builds up over time, as opposed to just putting it up on right before the necessary segment. Will not give you enough poise to actually get past the solar. Oh, getting a few hits there.
I think that's another one of the differences between Dark Souls 1 and 2.
Yeah. At least I'm pretty sure it's in Dark Souls 1.
Other than taking...
Unlucky.
Oh no! Oh, the death! Oh no! And now...
I didn't want to mention Amana.
And now it's...
So there's the cast's cursor.
And now it's a close race.
Yeah, actually Jean pulling slightly ahead because they were so close leading up to this point.
Yeah. So thankfully Pseudo did take that first bonfire. So that puts him... He's behind, but it's very close.
Yeah, it's like 10-15 seconds.
So hopefully Jean can make it through clean. And hopefully Pseudo gets through clean on the second try here. This was an area that Jean struggled with quite a lot in his last race.
Now the real question is, will Pseudo skip the third bonfire instead? To make up for a little bit of the time loss here.
I'm not sure if Pseudo has any human effigies either.
Probably does not. I can't imagine where he would have picked those up at this point.
He
definitely
did not on the way to the castle for safety.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did not grab the ones on the way to Gutter, at least.
We'll see if he uses one at some point to max out his health. So far, very clean from Jean. Oh, but Jean gets forlorn. Oh no.
Oh no.
This can be scary.
Yeah, so he has to be really fast now. Basically, he has to go for a at least somewhat YOLO Amana. Otherwise, forlorn will be.
He's stopping the kill stuff though.
But he can't kill anymore now, so he really has to just gun for it now.
Okay, so hopefully.
Nah, I don't think he can go through there.
Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, the death!
Oh, okay. Amana strikes again.
Yeah, it's the great equalizer.
Yeah. It's actually
Amana takes its toll.
Yeah.
Oh no, Pseudo with another death. Oh no.
Oh, no. Did he get the Foggate away at least? I think.
No, he didn't. I think he died in the first few frames of it. Oh no. Now this is a race.
The great re-equalizer.
Amana takes its toll from us all.
Yeah, so it's very unfortunate to see on such a great pace from both runners, unfortunately, but I mean, as long as we can get a close race till the end, as a viewer, I'm happy. But I do want to see the great runs here as well.
If you know, it's unfortunate that both runners have died here, but at least both of them did. It's nice to see it stay close. Okay, let's see how this goes.
Hopefully, I really hope Pseudo does. Okay, I am gonna say it. I'm doing the Caster's Curse right now, but I hope it doesn't happen. That he gets invaded by Forlorn as well.
Oh, just to make it equal.
Yeah.
So I think so far, John's had 2 Forlorns to Pseudo's 0. Because he got the one at Vengarl as well.
True.
And, you know, having raced against Pseudo multiple times, normally he has the worst Forlorn luck.
Forlorn spawns are random, yes. They have certain location. They're.
Oh,
I shouldn't have said
there's Pseudo with the Forlorn!
My bad, guys.
Is he gonna make it through?
Feel free to Pinocchio me.
Oh
I'm
no,
sorry.
Jean with another death!
No.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Pseudo. Oh no.
Pseudo's health is so low. Oh, can he make it?
No.
Oh! Oh no!
Holy shit. So
Oh, this is a disaster.
Yeah, this is the worst time in a mana we've seen so far by far.
Oh no.
So yeah, that's 2 Amana deaths from Jean and 3 from Pseudo.
Pseudo had a
Pseudo?
human effigy, it looks like.
Oh, he got the effigy glitch.
Oh no. Oh.
So he got the animation there from the item, I guess because he was going down the staircase and getting a drop, and Jean died again. No.
Oh my goodness.
Luckily, neither of the players need the souls here, but yeah, this is very rough. I hope Sean is aware of the struggles on Pseudo's side, though, that he doesn't give up. Seems like he's still going, yeah.
Yeah, he's going strong. Yeah, I think what happened to Pseudo there was stamina glitch.
Yeah, it's basically the same as stamina glitch. It has multiple uses.
Yeah, it's very common in old patch any %, right?
Yeah, I use it for the rusted coin at the start, where you... so basically what happens if you use an item at the perfect timing when you're dropping off a ledge, you'll get the animation for that item, but it's not consumed and you can sprint the entire duration of it. Unfortunately, Pseudo needed to use the effigy to survive the drop, so he could not just run off the ledge while the animation was going.
I got stamina glitch one time while not falling off a ledge, and Pseudo told me it's because I turned my character on the same
you can get
frame
it on you can get it on Rotten, I know. If you go through the fog gate and do like a turnaround while you're using the cold resin. Oh no.
Oh no,
dying
Pseudo!
The same way again.
Oh no! I got it outside of Ruined Sentinels. I was using the resin at the stone guy.
I've seen it happen when using the resin while doing a turnaround. Yeah, somehow that also cancels the animation, kinda, I guess. And then...
I was very confused. I'd never heard a stamina glitch when it happened to me. I was like,
and you can also then sprint the whole way through. It's very weird.
Okay, let's see what's... Oh no.
The low ADP is so rough here. Pseudo there, rolling the Archdrake stab fairly well, honestly, but still getting the hit there.
Yeah, with 8 ADP you cannot roll the poke. It doesn't work. But it's... I think it's the only attack we like consistently can't roll with 8. There's a couple of Velstat attacks that are pretty tough too. Okay, Jean's looking good. I think he's going to get through this.
Come on, Jean. Yes.
Yeah, that was looking much better.
Yeah, he's going to grab that bonfire now for sure.
He's okay. Got to grab that bonfire.
No more.
There's no way. Okay, so he's off to fight the frog now, Demon of Song.
Getting that very tactical RTSR. Totally intentional.
That's a good... I think that was intentional.
Maybe. It's scary to go through here with the soul arrows, though.
Yes, I don't RTSR ever, really, other than Guardian Dragon, but I would never do it in this area. It's terrifying. Okay, so he's gonna go through the door here, and then he's into the boss room. Pseudo is hopefully gonna make it through this time. Hopefully he'll make
Yeah,
it
I think
through
he
the
might go
fog.
for a bit safer option this time.
It looks like
We will see.
he
He's at
killed
least
that
killing
first
some.
guy,
Yeah.
so we'll see if he goes safe. So Jean now buffed his weapon. Yeah, he killed both of them.
Okay, Pseudo should be good here.
I think he'll be fine. This looks good.
All
So
right.
Jean's gonna get.
They're both
Yeah.
finally through.
The nightmare is hopefully over. So I think Pseudo knows he's behind, so he's skipping the bonfire.
Yeah, I expected this.
So he's gonna set up RTSR using the soul arrows, I think. Jean is through the fog. Hopefully he doesn't have any troubles getting past this knight up here.
Alright, good.
Oh, Pseudo is just going to do it no RTSR.
Yeah, I guess you can get the 2 cycles still if you're pretty lucky with the attacks, but you have to really really know what you're doing, which Pseudo luckily does.
Yeah, 2 cycle is tight but doable. 2.5 cycle is pretty easy. It looks like he's going to get a nice clean 2 cycle.
Get a really fast opening on the second one there
Oh,
as
it's
well,
kind of
but
bad.
unfortunately a slow
Bad
attack.
But I think he'll still get it.
Yep.
Oh yeah, perfect. Easy 2 cycle.
Very good fight there from Pseudo, despite no RTSR.
So Jean's going to grab that first bonfire. I expect Pseudo will do the same.
Yeah. Especially since Pseudo has also had a death in this area in the previous race.
This can be a bit of a scary area. Especially for Jean here with RTSR. There's a lot of ways in this area that you can get killed. That's one of them. Another Forlorn.
What is with Forlorn now? We've had like 4 or 5 invasions between them.
Incredible Forlorns. That's
He's
one
on
of the
the
better
hunt today.
Forlorns you can get. Thankfully, that Forlorn, you can kind of just run by him and just you leave him in the dust. But it can be scary if you struggle with this hallway.
Luckily, Pseudo had 2 FGs. I don't know where he got the second one, but now he's used it. Get back his full health.
Yeah, nice to have full health for this area, and the area is moving forward as well. Okay, Jean made it through the hallway, no problem. So he's gonna head into the Velstadt fight here.
I saw Pseudo was considering using the Brightbug there early, but
It's very
decided
hard
not
to do
to.
if you're not doing RTSR. It's
Yeah.
really tight. Oh, so
Another Forlorn.
Oh man, this is
What is
insane.
happening? Caster's curse, my bad. Oh no. Jean getting hit by the already.
Oh no.
Another equalizer.
Oh my goodness.
I think that's more than an equalizer because that means he's losing the Brightbug as well.
Yeah. I think he has enough resins to be okay. He has 5 left. I think that's enough. But no Brightbug. And he won't have an RTSR setup either.
It should be just enough if I'm not forgetting a boss, yeah.
Yeah, I think he has 1, 2.
He has
3.
Velstadt, Guardian,
Giant Lord.
Giant Lord, Throndu on Nashandra, if I'm not forgetting anyone.
Oh, he's getting bullied by the shield guy now. Okay, so Pseudo making his way down. He's going to do a no RTSR Velstadt. It's a little slow, but it's much safer.
Yep.
Gets through the fog. Let's see how he does. So You can't bright bug earlier because of the invader, but you can bright bug right as soon as you're inside the boss fight, and it's not too much slower.
Yeah, I know
Pretty
at least
good opener.
some runners used to do, at least in vanilla, with the Keyblade. I think there was a strat where you used the bright bug when entering and just waited for him to approach and did a jump attack. I don't know if any runners do that anymore, but kind of a neat play on.
That was basically a perfect no RTSR bell stat.
Yeah, very good from Pseudo.
He had very good RNG and he played it very well. So he's going to grab the King's Ring here. It's going to let him open a few big doors all around the world. So he needed it to get to the next area, Aldia's Keep. Jean making his way down the hallway again. He's probably gonna buff inside the room. So normally that's where you'd bright bug, but you can just as easily use your resin there instead. Scary first attack, but he dodged it well.
Oh, choosing to dodge that attack. It does hit quite far behind him.
It
so
does. The hitbox for that ability is very scary. Oh, he's gonna have.
Yeah, he needs a couple hits after the buff.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to be very careful. Not
Did we
to
get the backstep there?
Oh,
it chooses to parry it. Nice swag.
Yeah, the parry swag.
Backstep.
I love it.
At this ADP, the back jump can be pretty hard to dodge, so... Alright, he gets the fight.
Alright, he made it through. Perfect. So Pseudo is in Aldi's Keep. He set up RTSR at the gate, and he bright bugged there as well. And he's off to fight the next boss here. He's going to grab a couple of... Yeah, it's a good idea. He grabbed a Radiant Life Gem there because he's so low on healing.
Yeah, only 3 life gems left.
Yeah, he skips buying some extra life gems at Malentia, and he also skips the old Radiants. But obviously when you have 3 deaths in a mana, you need to use a lot of the few life gems that you have. Okay, he made all these keep skip, no problem. So Jean's going to do the same thing here. He's going to set up RTSR at the door.
So choosing to use the key here instead of the rapier. I don't know if you have any like very very agreeable timings on the difference between the rapier and the keyblade, but they're pretty close. I think some players are saying the rapier should optimally be faster, but it's...
The key is very consistent though.
Yeah, it's much easier to hit with the wider hitbox.
So Pseudo's going to go for 3 hits on the head here with R1s, then he's going to walk in between the feet, and he's going to do 4 R2s, and that's going to kill him.
Nice fight from Pseudo.
Very, very clean. Jean is running through all these keep now, so he's going to... I think he does the key on this boss as well, so we're going to see basically the same strat. So Pseudo's on his way up to Dragon Shrine, which is another one of the scary areas in this game. It's very easy to get killed in this area, but first he's going to skip Dragon area altogether.
Pseudo doing the war cry there, because this has been a battle for sure.
So it looks like Pseudo wants to have full HP heading into Dragon Shrine, which makes sense.
Bet Pseudo is regretting not picking up that the items in Dragon Lake with the Monastery Charm and the Old Resonant Life Gem.
Okay, here comes Jean with the key,
Radiant,
Guardian Dragon. So we're going to see the same thing. 1, 2, 3. Just gonna go between the feet here for 4 R2s.
Another very good Guardian Dragon there.
Very clean.
Using to heal before the elevator, which I don't think was a very good decision.
It was definitely a slow decision.
Yeah. Maybe there's some dragon attack, I don't know, of in Scholar that can happen. Or Forlorn.
You just never know about Forlorn.
Yeah.
Can't trust him. So Pseudo skipping the Dragon Shrine bonfire.
Oh no. Should not have mentioned that.
I hope he took the one at the bottom of the ladder in area. I didn't see if he did.
Oh no. I'm scared now. Pray everything goes well.
Yeah, so let's see.
Yeah, I grab
how
the
this
first
goes.
one. Yeah, that's fine.
Gets through the first door, no problem. Now he's heading up to talk to the big dragon. See, he's holding the bow. I wonder if he's gonna try to hit the guys with the bow to make them come out. Nope. Alright, let's go, see how it goes.
Okay. Yep, yes sir.
Oh, he made it through. Perfect, just one hit. So he's going to talk to the dragon here. He's going to warp out. So he just collected the Ashen Mist Heart. It's going to let him enter the Giant Lord memory. So he's going to fight the Giant Lord. So to do that, he has to warp back to the Forest of Fallen Giants. And he's going to do a little jump here. The Giant Lord jump saves about 40 seconds. And it looks really cool, but it's not as difficult as it looks. And it also happens to be a perfect RTSR setup. Jean with a perfect first door as well. He's kind of at a scary health for this, though.
Yeah. He doesn't have the effigy, he can't really get his health up fully, so if he gets a double hit here with the counter, it's gonna be scary, I think.
Okay, Pseudo getting the buff.
Yeah, almost only takes one hit, so he is through.
Yeah, he's through as well. Perfect. Giant Lord is kind of going AFK on
With
Pseudo
the
there.
last hit, but still a decent fight from Pseudo.
Yeah. So now Pseudo is on to the final round of bosses. So he's got to go through one more big king door. And he's going to make his way down to the throne. He's going to fight the duo, the throne duo, and then he's going to fight Nashandra.
Yeah, Pseudo only has 3 life gems. I'm not expecting the RTSR Nashandra to finish it off, but
Yeah, we'll see. That's
maybe he has to, who knows.
he might not have enough healing to not do it.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. He's going to resin here before the door opens. So Jean does the he uses the key for Giant Lord. I think he's the only runner that does this.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Was that the hitbox on the
Clipped by
giant? That was so
I think
far
he
away.
got clipped by the giant.
Damn. I thought that was outside the hitbox for sure. I know it's a very large hitbox, but I haven't seen it hit from that far away.
Yeah, the Giants have some of the worst hitboxes in the game. I don't know if he has enough health to survive this jump. I don't think he does.
Yeah.
Oh, he's de-equipping all his items to lower his fall damage taken.
Hopefully it's just enough. Oh, it's just barely enough.
Oh, pixel health. Alright. Pseudo's entering the throne duo fight here.
Alright,
Very good opening. Oh, scary though.
I thought I was gonna say, hopefully it gets hit by the Defender, because it doesn't want that. You don't want that life gem to run out, honestly.
Yeah, he needs to squeeze every bit of usefulness out of that life gem. I think he's setting up for the RTSR Nash.
Yeah.
This
Oh.
is around the health that he wants. Okay, here it
Not
comes.
anymore. Okay, yeah. Or he did
Yeah,
that
he's
to
gonna
intentionally
drink.
get a bit of a buffer.
Okay, so here he goes. He's gonna pop his resin here, and he's off to fight Nash. And it looks like Jean made it through Giant Lord. Oh no, he didn't.
Yeah.
Did he die a second time?
He has 0
I think
souls. He might have. I didn't see.
He's here buying some human effigies because I don't think he can survive the jump anymore.
Oh, he died to the giant again. That's so unfortunate. Yeah, so he had to take this trip to get an effigy. There's no way for him to have survived that drop again.
He could have survived it with the Silver Cat ring, but he would have not had an RTSR setup.
Oh, right.
Okay. There's the race from Pseudo. I think we're going to ring in around a 103.13.
GG Pseudo. It was a rough ride, but at least he pulled through that fight with the low resources there. That could have
103.11. Or 103.12 when the timer stopped.
If Pseudo died there, he would also have been forced to take a trip to Majula, I think, or play very well on the Nashandra fight.
He would have had no health, no life gems. I don't know that he could have done Nashandra. Okay, we're going to see Jean's key Giant Lord, hopefully this time. No paper wall. Perfect. It honestly does do pretty good damage.
Yeah, it's a very good weapon with this amount of dexterity. Oh no, that's unfortunate.
Oh no! Oh, that swing is hard to read. That is my worst. My worst.
The front and back swing looks pretty similar when you're just seeing his legs. Hopefully this is the last run through. Now I can't imagine John is fed up with this at this point.
Oh, I can't imagine what he's going through right now.
Yeah, especially with how the two first that is a very unfortunate giant again. He was just heading towards the wall for some reason.
See this right here. That's why I don't do RTSR Giant Lord in races.
Yeah, this has been like from a standpoint of pure RNG. This has been like I think the roughest we've seen so far for boat runners. This is pretty extreme.
This run has been an adventure.
Ooh, will he survive it with the key on?
I think he will.
I think just barely,
with this health, I think he'll make it. Yeah, he should be fine.
Let's send Sean some energy here with some people cheers. Alright, no giant memes this time.
Okay, he made it past the giant. He's only going to have one resin left, but that should be enough. Okay, so he's heading into the boss fight here. AFK giant is always scary.
Yeah.
I don't like when he steps back like that. It freaks me out.
Oh, getting the bunk there, yeah. We should be able to kill with this hit. There we go.
Alright, let's go. Okay, so Jean now is off to do the final bosses.
Hopefully it's not too low on the life gems now. I didn't see what he bought them on his extra.
He bought some extra ones when he was buying resin, or when he bought effigies, yeah. So he's fine. I think he has like 20.
That's good, because you need 12. You don't need 12. A lot of players say that.
Gotta have at least 12. The boss is
Yeah.
unkillable unless you have 12 life gems in your inventory. He's putting on the bandit pants for some confidence.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go fight the last boss. You gotta be wearing a pair of pants.
True. They would. Don't want to be embarrassed like that. Especially when you're facing the queen of this land. Doing so without pants would be very indecent.
So Jean right now is doing something called stamina glitch, and he's running down the hill, and he opens his pause menu. He keeps most of his sprinting speed, but it regenerates his stamina. But it's not as easy as he's making it look. Okay, so he's going to use his Pride Bug and his last resin here, so hopefully he has a nice clean fight.
Oh,
Good opener.
Watcher there going
bad
completely ham.
It was a good opener until it wasn't.
So the same thing happened to Pseudo as well, so I'm not entirely surprised that the
thankfully,
RNG continues.
Thankfully, Jean had the old Radiant to roll, so his health is still good. Okay, he's got the defender down. Watcher is just blocking.
Alright, and we only have the Chandra left now.
Watcher just wanted to show off her acrobatic skills before going down. That was a pretty good duo fight overall, honestly. And we're off to fight Nash.
Any first laser, good.
First beam, we're gonna see. I think he's gonna go for a 1 beam. It looks like.
Seems like it.
So he's gonna do a little strafe
should
here.
Be good here, yeah.
He misses.
GG's,
Perfect
Sean.
1 beam. Nicely done.
Time is gonna end at a 109.
Looks like a 109.12.
So? 15.
14 maybe. 15. 109.15.
And both runners.
Good job sticking
done.
it out for everybody.
Yeah, I'm happy both runners, especially Jean, completed with so many deaths to Giant Lord. That was a rough time. So we're gonna get both runners in here for some comments on the run. You guys are back live.
Yeah, you guys want to unmute?
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going, you guys?
Yeah, that was a rough ride.
Tell me you were watching. You must have been watching, Gene. Surely you were watching.
I wasn't watching.
Yeah, you weren't. Oh damn, dude.
Oh, you should have seen the Amana segment.
I was just like,
you guys both died like 3 times in Amana.
oh
yeah.
no. I lost 8.5 minutes and 1 second. Dude.
It was like it was amazing to watch because like Gene was way ahead, and then he died, and you guys were like tied, and then Pseudo died in Amana, and then Gene died in Amana, and then Pseudo died in Amana, and then Gene died in Amana.
Oh, wow.
I thought you were watching just because like we kind of used the emotes at the same spot, and just like it was just funny like the places that we died.
Yeah. Why was I ahead? What happened to you before Mana?
No,
basically I had like a
Mana?
low 55 run.
Yeah.
I was on like a high 54, low 55 run and lost 8.5 minutes solely to the Amana segment. And that was it.
Right.
The rest of the run was fine. I died like 5+ times deep in Amana, the Foggate, and Forlorn twice, and Soul Arrow, insane. Like
I tried to
unlock to despawn max health. And I was like, oh.
I tried to do a
never seen that many Forlorns in a race.
Yeah, that was insane.
Did I
honestly, a bit my fault,
Yeah, I
Pseudo,
like
because I
good for-
cursed you in the mana because John got the Forlorn Invasion. So
Yeah, it was like I think Jean got the Forlorn the first time through, and then Pseudo, when you were coming up on it the second time, Stennis said, "I hope he doesn't get Forlorn," and then Forlorn Invasion right away.
Yeah, and then it was just like every time I made a decision, like no matter what I did went wrong. Just like, okay, I should peach out this time. They do some shitty attack and I die. It's like, okay, this time I'll YOLO it and nothing happens. I die. Like the third time's like, okay, now Jean's died a third time. Surely I just peach out this time, Forlorn Invade. Just like, oh, give me a break.
Yeah, I went for the super peach first time and then I turned around Forlorn, and I'm like, oh fuck! And tried to roll. And then I just panic rolled.
Yeah, but you basically I lost maybe 2 minutes more than you, Jean, in Amana, so I went in about a minute ahead because you're on good pace as well.
Yeah.
I went in about a minute ahead and came out about a minute behind, or a minute 20 behind. So I was like, well, I basically probably can't win unless you either have a Guardian, like terrible Guardian fight, or you die to Crypt or Giant Lord. So I was like, okay, well, I'll take the bonfire, see what happens.
The Velstadt death was rough for Jean.
It was, yeah. I've been thinking about not doing RTSR in races, to be honest. He done the worst opening for for me anyway, the one-hander, and then I decided to roll it. Normally I run around it, but it was quite risky. I decided to roll it instead, and I just ended up in a bad position for to dodge his overhead. I should have obviously ran away from it, but I thought I was out of range. But that yeah, how many times did I do a Giant Lord?
I
6?
think it
Must have been
5 or 6.
Must
Yeah,
have
it died
yeah.
3 times to the giant memes. Or was it 4? Yeah, it was
I
awful.
can't believe
I couldn't get past them.
I couldn't believe
one of those
the one
hits
time
was
the
so
hitbox.
that was so far away. That's so
I'm
unlucky.
pretty sure the weapon ended 6 feet behind you and you died anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bad hitbox. Did you see the amazing jump I made though with like 0 health?
Yeah. We were not sure you would
taking off all my ranks.
We were looking at it like, can he survive this? You took everything off. Like, maybe.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I hope that King's ring doesn't kill him now, because I saw you didn't take that ring off. Yeah, that was a rough time, but entertaining to watch, especially leading into Amana when it was equalizing again and again.
Segment, Gene.
Yeah,
you should have a look at this absolute disaster of an Amana.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved the stamina glitch on your effigy there, by the way.
Yeah, Pseudo, on your third Amana or something.
Oh yeah, that was so awful. I was just like, I got the like ultra slow animation where you don't actually get the soul.
Yeah,
I couldn't move and I couldn't heal. I was like, oh man.
I guess you were falling because were you sprinting down the staircase? Yeah.
Yeah, it's to do with like taking a small drop as you just as you use an item.
Yeah.
But,
you can't expect that to happen.
So slow. Like the effigy animation is pretty slow anyway. So when it's like half speed, you're just like just standing there. Like, I can't do anything. I couldn't like cancel it. I couldn't use another life gem.
That got me killed in a man as well. I forgot how slow it was, and I tried to do it behind the first hut, effigy behind the first hut, and I just get caught by both the frog and the archrook.
Yeah, you had a bad time overall in Amana there. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was pretty poor.
We should make a YouTube video.
Compilation of the Amana and Forlorn Invasions, maybe.
that 10-minute segment would make an amazing highlight video.
That was crazy.
Painful, dude.
But yeah, we gotta start preparing for the next round because Luth, you're gonna be facing off here against Doom coming up very shortly. So we'll do a short intermission, prepare the next runners. So stay tuned, guys.
Hey, good luck, Luth.
Yeah, good luck, guys. Enjoy.